Hello students, welcome back in another session of 12th Computer Science. So let us proceed. Chapter 1 Introduction and Organization of 8085 Microprocessor, Session 6. Student, in this video we are going to learn some basic terms which are necessary or very useful for assembly language or 8085 microprocessor programming language. Now see one by one terms. First basic term is register. You know what is register? Normally in register we have stored all information or write all important information or records in that register. Now in 8085 register there are different registers are in 8085. It has 8 addressable 8-bit register A, B, C, D, E, H, L and F and 16-bit register PC and SP. PC means program counter and SP means stack pointer. We have to see this latter. Now these register can be classified as, now see types of registers. General purpose register, then temporary register, in temporary register and one more is there W and Z register. Third is special purpose register. In special purpose register, accumulator, flag register, instruction register, program counter that is PC, stack pointer that is SP. These two registers are 16-bit and remainings are 8-bit. 8085 microprocessor, how many bits? 8-bit microprocessor. So in this 8085 microprocessor only 8-bit data are processed. If register pair is used, then 16-bit is used. Now see first general purpose register. First, what is the use of the general purpose register or all of these register? You know in C++ language, suppose I want to store any information or data, then where it is? It is stored in variable. So variable declare maybe as data, integer data type, character data type, float data type, double data type. Same like here in 8085 microprocessor, register work as a variable like in C++. So in this 8085 register capacity is 8-bit register, means in this register only 8-bit data are stored. See, first register is accumulator, then register B, register C, register D, register E, register H, register L. These are the general purpose register, and in these register are used to store the data at the program execution time. Now next is BC, DE and HL are 16-bit register. Why these are 16-bit register? See here, this B and C is pair, this D and E is pair and H and L is pair. This, if this pair is used, then see 8 plus 8, 8 plus 8 16, D and E 8 plus 8 16, H and L 8 plus 8 16. So BC, B pair of C, D is a pair of E and H is a pair of L. These pair are fixed, always remember. Now, so these BC, D and HL are 16-bit register. Now next is HL pair, also used as memory pointer or data pointer. Why it is called as? Because in HL pointer means HL register or HL register pair may be used as a memory pointer. But B, C and D pair are not used. Only HL pair is indicates or is only used for memory pointer. and it is also used for data pointer. Understood student? What is general purpose register? General purpose register in 8085 is B, C, D, E, H and L. These are the general purpose register. We store 8-bit data. Then if pair is used, if B pair, B, C, D and HL, these are register pairs in 8085. The higher order byte resides in the first register, that is in B when BC is used as a register pair, and the lower order in the second, that is in C when BC is used as a register pair. And now HL pair function is used for memory pointer or data pointer. Is it clear? Now next is C. This register is like in variable C++. Now next is temporary register. You know what is the meaning of temporary? Temporary means for short term it store. In temporary register, the ALU has two inputs. One input is supplied by the accumulator and other from temporary register. The programmer cannot access this temporary register. What is ALU? ALU means arithmetic logic unit. What is the function of this ALU or what is the block diagram of ALU in detail we are explain in next session. But remember, in this ALU calculated on arithmetical logical operation. Now in temporary register, see, temporary register is used in this ALU circuit. So the programmer cannot access this temporary register. Means programmer cannot use this temporary register. This register is used internally. Also same W and Z register are temporary registers. These registers are not available for programmers. Is it clear? Means temporary register W and Z registers are not available for programmers. These registers are used internally in 8085 microprocessor circuits. Now next is special purpose register. First register is accumulator. Accumulator is many purpose are used. How? See, accumulator, first accumulator is an 8-bit register, means in accumulator stored 8-bit data. In accumulator also store result. Which result? After the arithmetical and logical operation, that result stored in accumulator, and accumulator is also called as register A. Understood student? What is accumulator? Accumulator is an 8-bit register. So 8-bit register means only store 8-bit data, and this accumulator is also used to store the result. Which result? After execution of arithmetical logical operation, that result, whatever result will come, that result stored in accumulator. Some instructions result are stored in this accumulator, and this accumulator is also known as register A. विद्यार्थ्यांनो, आपण 8085 ही असेंब्ली लँग्वेज आहे. एक लक्षात घ्या, याच्यामध्ये आपण जे C++ प्रोग्राम करत होतो त्याच्यामध्ये जसे सिंटॅक्सेस तसे 8085 मायक्रोप्रोसेसरमध्ये पण सिंटॅक्स आहेत. याच्यामध्ये 75 इन्स्ट्रक्शन आहेत. आपल्याला एक किट असणार आहे, त्या किटवर आपण ते इन्स्ट्रक्शनचे अपकोड, तुम्ही बुक सर्वांनी परचेस केला असेल, त्या बुकच्या पाठीमागे प्रत्येक इन्स्ट्रक्शनचा अपकोड दिलेला आहे. आपल्याला याच्यामध्ये इन्स्ट्रक्शन टाईप करता येत नाही, त्यामुळे कारण ती मशीन लँग्वेज आहे म्हणून प्रत्येक इन्स्ट्रक्शनला कोड दिलेला आहे. तो कोड आणि कोणत्या मेमरी लोकेशनला आपल्याला तो प्रोग्राम स्टोअर करायचा आहे, फक्त तेवढंच आपण किट थ्रू एंटर करतो. म्हणून याच्यामध्ये मोस्टली काही इन्स्ट्रक्शन आहेत, त्या इन्स्ट्रक्शनचे रिझल्ट हे ॲक्युम्युलेटरमध्ये स्टोअर असतात. जसं आपण नेक्स्ट सेशन घेणार आहोत, प्रत्येक टॉपिक तुम्हाला क्लिअर होत जाईल. पण स्टार्टिंगपासून सेशन प्रॉपरली लर्न करा, प्रॉपरली पहा, तरच तुम्हाला ते प्रत्येक सेशनचं मीनिंग कळणार आहे. अंडरस्टूड व्हॉट इज ॲक्युम्युलेटर? Now next is instruction register. You know what is instruction? Instruction means whatever you given through keyboard. It is called as instruction register. In this instruction register, this is an 8-bit register. This is an 8-bit register. In this instruction register, the processor first fetches the opcode of instruction from memory. See, the processor means which processor? Microprocessor first fetches the opcode of instruction from memory and stores this opcode in the instruction register. Then sent to the instruction decoder. The instruction decoder decodes it and accordingly gives the timing and control signals which control the register. The data buffers, ALU and external peripheral signals depending on the nature of this instruction. Understood, student? What is the main function of this instruction register? Instruction register opcode from fetches the opcode. What is mean by fetch? Meaning of fetch, the content of the PC. PC means the content of the program counter on the address bus and gets instruction code, opcode from the addressed memory location. It is called as fetching. So, fetches the opcode of instruction from memory and store this opcode in the instruction register. Means the first byte of instruction is stored in this register. What do you mean by first byte? Second byte, third byte? This topic explained in next session. Now next is status register. Now status register means it related to flip-flops. You know very well last year we have studied what is flip-flop. Flip-flop means flip means 1, flop means 0. So either 1 or either 0. You know RS flip-flop, DS, JK flip-flop, D flip-flop. Same here in status register is called as flags. In 8085, flags word are used for status register. You know in pin diagram S1, S0, these two are status register. This is also depends upon either 0 or 1. If high or low, then read and write operation will occur. Then in flag, what do you mean by flag? This topic also see in later, which consists of flip-flops that are set or reset. Means set means 1, reset means 0 according to the data condition in accumulator. Now see, you know very well what is accumulator. Now data condition means whatever data provide into microprocessor that depends upon data, your status register either set or reset fully depend upon your input data. Now next is instruction register. Instruction register means instruction register sent opcode to the instruction decoder. Understood? Instruction register sent opcode to the instruction decoder. What do you mean by instruction decoder? Instruction decoder means fetch the opcode of instruction from memory and store this opcode in the instruction register. It is called as instruction decoder. Sorry, in first instruction register, write here instruction decoder. Typing mistake is there. Instruction decoder write instead of register. Now instruction register means sent opcode to the instruction register. The instruction decoder decodes it and accordingly gives the timing and control section. Okay, means decoder decodes it. First thing is always remember, if 8085 microprocessor programming is executed, first step is fetch, second step is decode and third step is execute. Now next is program counter, very important. Program counter or stack pointer. Program counter is 16-bit register. Program counter is 16-bit register. What is program? Program is a sequence of instruction. You know what is program? Program is a sequence of instruction. Now in microprocessor, see, program counter is a 16-bit register. Now in microprocessor fetches this instruction from the memory and executes them sequentially. See again, microprocessor fetches this instruction from the memory and executes them sequentially. The program counter is a special purpose register which at a given time store the address of the next instruction to be fetched. Means store the address of the next memory location, or store it containing memory location the next instruction to be executed. Means what is the function of this program counter? It execute program counter, or it points or direct to the memory location containing the next instruction to be executed. How it is? See, suppose these are program. See here, आपण ह्या पद्धतीने प्रोग्राम 8085 मध्ये करणार आहोत. तुम्हाला हे इन्स्ट्रक्शन काहीच माहीत नाही, मी प्रत्येक इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर शिकवणार आहे. नाउ सी व्हाट इज दिस 6000, देन 6001, 6002. ओके, in front of 6000 LXI H7000, this is the instruction. Second 6001 location is move AM, these instructions are stored in 6001. 6003 move BM, these instructions stored at 6002. Now these are first, second and 3 instruction. What PC, where PC means program counter. These 6000, 6001 and 6002, these memory location are called as program counter. Understood student? What is program counter? In this above program, instruction is in first line. Which first line? 6000. After completing instruction number 1, then program counter contains automatically goes to 6001, which is the address of next instruction move AM, and then it will go 6002 automatically. See, what is the function of program counter? Program counter points to the next instruction to be executed, or address store the address of next memory location. This is the function of program counter. Now next is stack pointer. You know what is stack? Stack means stored data in stack. Stack means one above another. It is called as stack. Stack is also 16-bit register. Stack is also 16-bit register, and to store an address of current memory called stack. Current memory, store the current memory is called stack. In data structure, we have already studied stack. In stack, push and pop, two operations are there. Push means store the data, pop means leave the data. Okay, but at one side, because at one side stack is closed. Same here, in stack pointer store the address temporarily. So stack is also called as read-write memory used for temporary storage. Means what is the function of this stack pointer? Stack pointer is a 16-bit register and it store the memory location at temporary base. Now next is address bus. Now you know very well address bus, data bus, control bus. These buses already we learned in which topic? Block diagram in microcomputer. Remember block diagram in microcomputer? What is bus? Bus is nothing but the transport. You know what is meant by transport. That is carries one place to another place. Similarly, in microprocessor carries the data from the one place to another place and they are called as bus. So in microprocessor 8085, three buses are there: address bus, data bus and control bus. That is, these buses sends the data, zeros and ones data, one devices to another devices. That is microprocessor to peripheral or peripheral to microprocessor. Peripheral means input output devices. So let us see these buses in details. Now first bus is address bus. Address bus is a unidirectional bus. You know what do you mean by unidirectional? Unidirectional means one way, means bit flow in one direction. What is meaning by unidirectional? Unidirectional means bits flow in one direction. That is microprocessor to peripheral devices. Okay? Microprocessor to peripheral devices, not peripheral to microprocessor device. Understand this? Unidirectional means only bits flow in one direction. That is microprocessor to peripheral devices. This address bus is 16 lines. A0 to A15. A0 to A15. This is also seen in pin diagram of 8085. Now in this see A0 to A15, these are address lines. But first these address lines means lower order address. A0, AD0, AD1, AD2, AD3, AD4, AD5, AD6, AD7. These are the address bus, and these lower address bus also combined with data bus. Means on the same line data will be same. So data bus is bidirectional bus. Data bus is bidirectional bus, and it is 8 bit. See in this above diagram, AD0, D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. That is 8 bit data bus, and address is 16 lines. So A0 to A15, these are 16 lines. So address bus is unidirectional, data bus is bidirectional, means in data flows in both direction between microprocessor to memory and peripheral devices, or peripheral to memory or microprocessor. But in address bus only send the data or identify, address bus to identify peripheral or memory location. So only microprocessor to send peripheral devices. This is the difference between address bus and data bus. Understood student? What is address bus? Address bus is unidirectional, data bus is bidirectional. Address bus is 16 lines, data bus is 8 bit lines. These 8 bit lines same on the address bus of lower order address bus, and A8 to A15, these are higher order address bus. Understood student? Now last bus is control bus. You know what do you mean by control? Control means controlling the all signals. This is the function of control bus. This control bus provide necessary timing and control signals to all the operation in microprocessor. Means whatever you proceed in microprocessor, whatever input data through keyboard or input in microprocessor depends upon that input data. Control bus provide timing and control signals. It controls the flow of data between microprocessor, memory and peripheral. Means control bus provide all peripheral devices or memory devices, whatever connected to this control bus. But control bus is very important because all operations depends upon this control bus. Understood student? Now end of this session 6. Thank you.